Welcome back to the Faceless Firearms channel, where we dissect 9mm ammo in exhaustive detail. History, specs, performance data, variants, ballistics breakdowns, and real-world picks that'll optimize your carry loadout or range brick. Born in 1901 from Austrian designer Georg Luger's genius, the 9x19mm parabellum evolved from the 7.65 by 21mm by straightening the case for his iconic P08 Luger pistol, patenting the toggle lock wonder that screamed "Si vis pacem, parabellum." If you want peace, prepare for war. DWM's Latin motto etched into history. German Navy snapped it up in 1904, Army in 1908. WWI flooded the world with surplus, but post-war, explosive growth. By the 1980s, US cops ditched .38 special revolvers for Wonder 9s like Beretta 92, M9, Army Standard, 1985, craving higher capacity, lower recoil, and flat mags over speed loaders. Today, 60% of US police pack 9mm, holding 21.4% market share per Lucky Gunner 2013 data, outpacing .223, cheap, available, and lethal to 50 meters with modern loads. WRT tweaks Germany's lead short 08 ME iron core bullets, black jackets, and sintered iron 08 SE conserved metal while punching armor. Post-war, NATO standardized it as 9mm NATO overpressure, 252 megapascal service, FMJ ball per Hague rules. Swedish M/39B Tomback jacketed slugs hit 420 meters per second for SMG penetration through 50 Kevlar layers. No wonder 70-plus countries produce it. Logistics dream for alliances. Rimless, tapered centerfire perfection. 0.86 milliliters case capacity. 13.3 grains water. Headspaces on case mouth. Small pistol primer. 1 to 9.84 twist. 6 grooves. 8.82 millimeters lands. 9.02 millimeters grooves. CIP maxes 235 megapascals piezo, proof 305 megapascals. SAMI caps 35,001 pounds per square inch, hot but safe for steel frames. Plus P jumps 38,400 pounds per square inch. Plus P plus 42,000 pounds per square inch for velocity kicks without magnum wear. Bullet diameters 0.355 inch, 9mm. Weights 115 to 147 grams standard. Casing brass in steel, winch by metal for global loads. NATO overpressure 36,500 pounds per square inch service. Mandates FMJ, but civilian heaven explodes. JHP, frangible, soft point, tracers, VBR fragmenters doubling organ hits. Russian Grach era beasts like 7N21, 80 grams steel penetrator, 460 meters per second, 280 megapascal. Shred IIA vests at 40 meters, 7N31 PBP, 63 gram, 550 meters per second, pierces 8mm steel at 10 meters.
Imagine this. You're glassing a rugged canyon at dawn. A trophy mule deer buck steps out at 450 yards in a swirling 10 miles per hour crosswind. Your heart races. Do you trust the laser-flat flight of your 6.5 Creedmoor, or the bone-crushing thump of your battle-proven .30?
The casing dimensions must match the NATO specifications exactly.
Yes, the caliper reading is precise on the shoulder.
This will ensure reliable feeding in the new featherweight.
The dimensions on this prototype are consistent.
Yes, the micrometer reads exactly 0.264.
Yeah.
It matches the CAD.
Yeah.
Wait, Winchester? Hunters and shooters have been duking it out over this matchup for years. And today, on this Faceless Firearms channel, we're settling the score with raw data, real-world tests, and no BS. Buckle up as we dissect history, ballistics, recoil, accuracy, terminal ballistics, ammo availability, barrel life, and perfect hunting scenarios to arm you with the knowledge for your next trigger pull. Cartridge backstories. Let's start at the beginning because knowing where these rounds came from explains why they dominate today. The .308 Winchester burst onto the scene in 1952, essentially a civilian tweak of the military's 7.62 by 51mm NATO cartridge from the early 1950s. It was designed to pack .30-06 level punch in a shorter, more efficient package, perfect for rifles like the Winchester Model 70 featherweight. Big game hunters latched on immediately. Deer, elk, even bears fell to its reliable power, and it's been a shelf staple ever since, with millions of rounds produced annually. Enter the 6.5 Creedmoor in 2007, cooked up by Hornady engineers for precision rifle matches. They necked down the .308 case to 6.5mm, optimized for high BC bullets, and boom, it crossed over to hunting like wildfire. Sleek, modern, and born from data-driven design, it's the new kid that refuses to fade. Both are short-action kings, fitting lightweight bolt guns from Tikka to custom builds, but the .308's 70-plus-year legacy gives it that "trust me, it'll work" vibe, while Creedmoor screams precision engineered for today. Precision showdown. Accuracy is where passions ignite. Can your rifle print sub-MOE groups all day? Extensive testing on over a dozen factory rifles reveals the 6.5 Creedmoor's edge. Ammo and availability. .308 Winchester dominates shelves, 72 loads from major makers, 110 to 220 grains, always stocked even in shortages. 6.5 Creedmoor offers 39 solid options, 95 to 147 grains, but tighter supply and occasional premium pricing, like $10 per box more from Federal. Versatility tips to .308 for heavy bullets. Creedmoor excels in precision hunting lines like ELDX. Global reach, .308 everywhere. Creedmoor's surprisingly common abroad. Barrel life and rifles. .308 edges barrel life, but hunters rarely wear out either. Both fit short actions, thriving in bolt guns from budget to custom. Hunting scenarios. Deer at 500 yards in wind? Creedmoor. Close elk or bear, .308's punch. Mountain hunts favor Creedmoor's light recoil. Woods, .308 availability. Final verdict. No clear winner. Creedmoor for precision, low recoil, wind bucking. .308 for power, ammo ubiquity, versatility. Own both. Life's too short for one caliber.
All right, big boy, 250 yards. Time to see if this 7mm 08 has the juice.
Born from the Thint 308, neck down to 7mm, the 7mm 08 blends efficiency and punch for short-action hunters. Whether budget, mid-tier, or premium, the 7mm 08 thrives in every build.
Sub-MOA out of the box, easy.
12 to 14 foot-pounds in a 7.5-pound rifle. Easy follow-ups, even for youth or sensitive shooters. Flat, fast, and resistant to cross-winds, 7mm 08 dominates mid-range hunting scenarios.
Clean shot, thank you 7mm 08.
Wound channel wider than 6.5mm, deeper than .308. Bonded bullets retain mass for reliable exits. Ample factory and hand load options. Shelf stable when bigger magnums vanish.
Finally, I can handle this comfortably.
Across the board, 7mm 08 balances flat trajectory, wind resistance, and energy for the most common hunting scenarios. Ethical shots to 600 yards with minimal recoil and noise. Varmints to elk, bench to brush, 7mm 08 does it all.
Welcome back to the Faceless Firearms channel, where we unload every detail on the Ruger American at its core. The Ruger American rifle crafts a 4140 chrome moly barstock receiver paired with a hammer-forged, free-floated barrel in blued black oxide or stainless variants, all locked into a rugged polymer composite stock via Ruger's patented power bedding system. 2 steel action blocks with V-shaped recoil lugs that wedge the barreled action rock solid, eliminating flex from temperature swings or moisture while doubling as pillar beddings when front/back screws torque down. This proprietary setup trashes traditional flat lugs, delivering vibration-free harmonics for tack-driving consistency across 1,000-yard capable builds. The 3-lug stainless bolt boasts dual cocking cams and a feather-smooth 70-degree throw, push-feeding from detachable rotary magazines or Steyr AUG boxes on Predator models with 0 binding, even carbon-fouled after 500 mag dumps. Trigger tech crowns it. The Ruger Marksman adjustable mimics Savage AccuTrigger with 3 to 5 pound pulls via set screw, featuring a Glock-style safety blade that demands full depression before the single-stage breaks like glass. Crisp, creep-free pre-travel fools your brain into 2-stage bliss, preventing NDs while honing flinchless fundamentals. Tang-mounted safety seals the deal. Safe, fire, or bolt lock safe for unloading. Drilled, tapped receivers gobble Remington 700 bases. Barrels thread 5/8 by 24 standard mags or 1/2 by 28 ranch for brakes, scans, suppressor ready out of the box. Ruger American rifles aren't budget. They're battle-proven shortcuts to tags, blending power bedding, marksman triggers, and modular madness into sub-$600 supremacy across varmint to magnum realms. Build a Predator .308, suppress a Ranch .300 BLK, glass with Gen 2 confidence, tag limits await. Dream caliber below, smash like sub for faceless fire. Next, Ruger vs. Bergara showdown. Hunt smart. Short action dominance, .243, win to 7mm 08. Long action .30-06/.270. Magnums .300/338 WM. Ranch wildcards 5.56/.300 BLK/.350. Legend /7.62. Soviet. Predator Hunter Own Precision 6.5 Creedmoor 308-24 Ruger 6 Grendel. Gen 2 mirrors Gen I calibers with fluted efficiency. Field data, sub-MOA factory guarantee with Honadi ELDM, 0.75-inch 100-yard groups common, 1.2 MOA at 300 yards on elk vitals. Recoil, tame 15 foot-pounds, 308, 7.5 pounds scoped. Barrel life, 5,000 plus rounds. Hunter beds, heavy 20-inch threaded muzzled barrels into Magpul Hunter American stocks with AIC's P-Mags for 6.5 Creedmoor 308. Go Wild Cerakote's bronze barrels into camo stocks for .243 to 300 WM. Gen 2, 2023 debut, upgrades all. 20-inch fluted barrels, 16.12 Ranch, ergonomic adjustable stocks, height.elop, swappable bolt handles, 3-position tang safety, same calibers, evolved ergonomics at 41.25 over 36 inches OA. Welcome back to the Faceless Firearms channel, where we dissect the Steyr AUG in exhaustive detail, engineering wizardry, variant evolutions, ballistic brilliance, combat legacy, and civilian configs that'll have you rethinking your safe queen. Magazine well forward, trigger finger ready, let's chamber the future. The AUG's genius lies in its radical bullpup reconfiguration. Action and 30 to 42 round translucent waffle magazines sit behind the trigger, shoving a full 20-inch, 508mm cold hammer-forged, chrome-lined barrel, 1 to 9 twist, 6 grooves, into a compact 790mm, 31.1 inches, overall length, weighing just 3.6 kilograms, 7.9 pounds, unloaded for lightning maneuvers that outpace M4s in CQB while matching M16 ballistics. Gas-operated short-stroke piston, closed bolt, rotating bolt like AR-18, drives dual recoil rods, non-reciprocating AR-style charging handle, an ambidextrous fire selector, safe/semi/full auto/burst on mil spec. Quick change barrels swap in seconds. 16.4/20/24-inch rifle, 14.2-inch carbine, H-bar saw. Nitride treated for US Civi models, flash hider threaded for grenades/bayonets/blank adapters. Polymer chassis fuses NATO green or black tan durability with aluminum skeleton. Translucent mags glow round counts at a glance. Enlarged to 3 ejection ports, flip left-right for southpaws. Integrated 1.5 times, Swarovski scope, backup 3-dot irons, evolves to Picatinny/M-lock rails on a 3M2, mounting ACOGs, EOTechs, or PEQs. Trigger, bullpup typical mushy 7 to 9 pounds, but crisp for 650 rounds per minute, controlled fire, 3,084 feet per second, muzzle velocity shreds to 328 yards, effective. Steyr AUG isn't a rifle, it's the bullpup blueprint that redefined compact firepower, blending 1970s polymer futurism with timeless reliability across decades and dozens of battlefields. Proprietary or Stanag, a 1 relic or a 3M2 beast, own the green meanie, suppress it, rail it up, die hard, cool, meets combat cred. Dream AUG, build below, smash like, sub for faceless fire. Next, bullpup showdowns, stay universal.